What is happening, everybody? Hello and welcome back to Total Blast, where we discuss about everything Marvel in the MCU. Great news for fans of the Sonyverse, as one of Marvel's beloved web-slinger is getting to swing back into the big screen, and the web-slinger is none other than Miles Morales, because Miles' adventure continues in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. An eagerly awaited sequel will not only continue Miles' journey, but will also delve further into the greater Spider-Verse. And with the fame of Miles Morales growing thanks to the Spider-Verse franchise, many people have been asking when Sony will transform him into live action. And the good news is all of that will be happening soon, as Sony has stated that its live-action Miles Morales Spider-Man is in the works, and it appears that the company is moving closer to making that a reality. And this news is coming from none other than the longtime Spider-Man producer Pascal, who revealed that the development of a live-action Miles Morales solo feature is in development. However, while all of this sounds really exciting to hear, I don't think it's surprising at all, because fans knew that it was inevitable, given Marvel's fondness and passion for their current favorite merchandise prospect. But before we go into all of the web-slinging mystery, we're still giving out a brand new PlayStation 5 on this channel to one lucky subscriber. More on how to win at the end of this video. And if this is your first time, please subscribe and enable the post notifications so you don't miss out on subsequent videos. And now, as mentioned earlier in the prologue, Pascal, a longtime Spider-Man producer and former Sony Pictures chairperson, brought the news to Variety Mark Merklin at Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse premiere event on May 30th. When asked about the possibility of a live-action Miles film, as well as the possibility of a Spider-Woman project, though Pascal did not reveal in-depth specifics, but she did say that the world was about to change. And she says, and I quote, "You'll see all of it. It's all happening." End of quote. Additionally, when asked about Sony's plans for the future web-slinging project, Pascal stated that in addition to their third and final film in the Spider-Verse trilogy, Beyond the Spider-Verse, the studio was also working on a live-action film for both Spider-Woman, which previous rumors suggest to be directed by Don't Worry Darling director Olivia Wilde and Miles Morales. Pascal's fellow Spider-Man line producer Harvey Art said that Spider-Woman will be released in theaters. It says that he cannot tell us yet, but that it's coming sooner than we expect. Pascal also revealed that a fourth film starring Tom Holland as the titular webhead is in the works. Though she noted that its production has been put on pause due to the recent Writers Guild of America strike, she says, and I quote, "Are we going to make another movie?" she rhetorically asked. "Of course we are. We're in the process. But with the writers' strike, nobody is working during the strike. We're all being supporters, and whenever they get themselves together, we'll get started." End of quote. Furthermore, it is unclear whether the secondary Spider solo film will be a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe or Sony Spider-Man with our Spider-Man Cinematic Universe, which presently includes Morbius, the two Venom films, and the impending Kraven the Hunter. And if you have been following all things Marvel, you will know that by now Aaron Davis is the real name of the ultimate version of the Prowler, a costume criminal whose nephew happens to be Miles Morales himself. As the comic book readers were quick to recognize at that time that the film's debut in 2017, and fans of Into the Spider-Verse of the year thereafter. And the good news is that despite current superhero fatigue with the MCU and DC flicks, the Spider-Man films have maintained fan attention. Moore talked about what distinguishes the movies in the same interview with CBR, where he says, and I quote, "I think Spider-Verse is leading the charge. I think Spider-Verse has been a bit of a roadmap for a lot of superhero movies over the last 2 or 3 years. I think the message is beautiful. I think we are writing really intentional, purposeful, and well thought about films for Spider-Man fans and the entire franchise." I thought that was sick, honestly, how they brought all that together. End of quote. Now, even though Sony has yet to really announce a live-action Miles Morales film, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse will be laying the groundwork. In one of the most recent Across the Spider-Verse trailers, the new villain spot pays a quick visit to Sony Spider-Man's universe, which houses the Venom movies and other projects based on the villains from Peter Parker's mythos. The spot has an encounter with Miss Chen, who appears in both Venom and Venom Let There Be Carnage, which opens the door for Sony to even go further. And as we know it, when reports originally circulated that 2021 Spider-Man film Spider-Man No Way Home will tell a multiverse story just like 3 years after Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Marvel's fans speculated that the picture would, among other things, pave the way for Miles Morales' long-awaited MCU debut. The film, however, notoriously did not achieve this. And now, 2 years later, it's unclear what Marvel and Sony intend to do with their joint big-screen Spider-Man franchise. Both Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and the upcoming sequel Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse have already introduced comic book readers to an array of fictional web-slingers. While Peter Parker is still the crown jewel of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, no other Spider-Man has been well received by readers as Miles Morales. And on the other hand, a few other creations have effectively adopted Peter Parker's Spider-Man mantle, and the character's freedom has only risen in years since he debuted. And with Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, it wouldn't be surprising if Sony is considering bringing the animated Miles Morales into live action. The creative team will decide whether Shamik Moore will play his live-action counterpart or a younger actor to reflect Miles' true age. This, however, will be Indigenous method to continue the character's narrative outside of an animated property. Given how popular Miles has gotten out of the comic in recent years, it was only a matter of time before Sony adapted him for live action. They may be waiting for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse to finish the trilogy before announcing a live-action Miles Morales film. Hopefully, additional details about Miles' live-action Spider-Man will emerge in the coming years. Moreover, as I mentioned earlier, in Spider-Man Homecoming, Aaron Davis, who was played by Donald Glover, tells Peter Parker, played by Tom Holland, that he has a nephew who lives in the same New York neighborhood as him. That particular moment was very exciting and celebratory for comic book lovers, since the comic book version of Aaron Davis is, of course, Miles Morales' uncle. Since then, Marvel Cinematic Universe fans have been speculating about Miles Morales' live-action feature. However, Miles is also one of the most lovable, well-rounded hero Marvel has ever created this century. Despite his growing fame, he's an Afro-Latino superhero with a distinctive, well-developed cultural background, and, like Peter Parker, he has a range of fascinating personalities in his life. In the comic, Miles' involvement in the death of his uncle Aaron is meant to share moments of Peter Parker's fundamental views, albeit of his own unique ways. All of this is to argue that Miles Morales is a character who deserves all the accolade he has gained over the years. He's also a character capable of leading his own major titles, which just makes it all the more strange that neither Marvel nor Sony seem particularly interested in setting up a live-action feature. So, I really think that Miles Morales needed to be included in some way, shape, or form, whatever they end up doing with it. Also, as wonderful as it is to see Miles return in this year's Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Sony will stop treating Miles as though he can only exist in an animated character. He can also be much more, as Marvel fans would also attest. This character needs not only exist in the animated world. And in my personal thought, I think it's okay to be scared if they do a live action of him and it's received negatively. However, I have 100% doubt that this would ever happen if Sony and Marvel follow the blueprint of the Spidey. To that point, it will be interesting to see if Marvel Studios capitalizes on Marvel's brief cameo in Spider-Man Homecoming and if he makes his MCU debut. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is set to debut on the 2nd of June of 2023. And with that said, let's head over right to a giveaway, as we're still giving out a brand new PlayStation 5 on this channel to one lucky subscriber once we hit a milestone of 1,000 subscribers. And all you have to do to win is watch our videos, subscribe, turn on post notifications, like and comment. And one lucky subscriber will be chosen from the comment section to win a brand new PlayStation 5. Also, want to say thank you to everyone who has ever supported us this far. We truly appreciate it. What are your thoughts on this video? And how excited are you to see a live-action Miles Morales? And do you think that a live-action Miles Morales will be well received by audiences as much as the animated version? Please, don't forget to like this video and share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Subscribe and turn on the post notifications so you don't miss out on any of our latest Marvel news. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I hope to see you in the next one!